Welcome to this week's Bell Road Barn Players Monday Minute Monologues. Please don't throw up in this opening part here where I don't have my tripod steady. Take your Dramamine. I've made that joke before. But if this is your first time watching these videos, then it's a fresh joke for you. So, ha-ha! This week our theme is laundry. And I thought, why not show you all a slice of keeping it real and invite you into my laundry world. Want to have a look? Shall we? Let's go. Ah! Oh! Too real! Stop! If you are still with me, I apologize. No one should have to see this. No one. We have a lovely assemblage of monologues for you this week under the theme of laundry. Enjoy.
So my washing machine broke, and I've been going to the laundromat every Thursday afternoon. And every time I've gone, there's been this really, really attractive guy. And I'm thinking maybe we have a connection because, we both do our laundry on Thursday afternoons. I'm a little afraid to go talk to him, but once from a distance, I kind of smiled at him, and I think he smiled back. Maybe. Anyway, so last Thursday, when I get there, he is just finishing up taking his laundry from the washing machine to put in the dryer. The laundromat's kind of busy, so I make my way over to the machine he was just using to put my laundry in. And guess what I saw? He had left a pair of his underwear in the washer. I got excited. I could feel my face flush, but what could I do? I couldn't take the underwear back to him. That would be awkward. So I just casually put my dirty clothes in the washer right on top of his underwear and thought about what I should do next. It was one of those washers with a window in the door so I could watch the clothes. I could see his underwear touching my clothes, even my underwear, swishing back and forth with the suds. I have to admit I liked it. And then the spin, slow at first, but then getting faster. Then the rinse, his underwear once again intermingled with my clothes. And then another spin, faster, faster, faster. And then it was over. Oh, it was amazing. So anyway, I still haven't talked to him, but I have kept his underwear. It's probably for the best. I think I will have a satisfying long-term relationship with his underwear.
Hello there. For nearly 2 decades, I have been the dresser and after launderer for the Delmonico Funeral Parlor. Today I'd like to talk to you about something that a lot of folks don't always consider in their final wishes. When a body arrives at the parlor from a morgue or hospital or is brought in by a third party, it's usually as naked as the day it was born. Now, there may be a few effects, but often we need to ask the friends and family for the clothes the deceased will wear for their final reward. The bereaved, however, are not always the best at choosing an outfit. Often we hear, oh, he always looks so good in this, but if that were you, was that really what you looked your best in? My job is rarely easy, and perhaps the mothballed purple leisure suit in the back of the closet wasn't there for a special reason. Now, don't get me wrong, if you want to be buried in your Renaissance Festival costume, I am all for it. But be sure that your loved ones know what all goes with it. A jerkin and a pair of tennis shoes is not enough. And make sure they don't forget your undergarments and socks. I don't know about you, but I don't want my grandmother at the pearly gates without her underpinnings. All I'm suggesting is that you make a list and get a photo of your funeral outfit. It can even be something that you intend to wear weekly beforehand. I've laundered a lot of dirty clothes, but it would help prevent any pranksters like the couple that added a thong and a G-string to their parents' eternal ensemble from getting away with too much. It's like Mr. Delmonico always says, the way we send off our clients, the way they're made up and dressed, is the way that they'll arrive on the other side. And as it could influence your everlasting placement, wouldn't you want to look your best for the most important interview of your afterlife? Something to think about, huh? Thanks for listening, and I'll see you soon, but not too soon.
Sheets. I love laundering sheets. I do miss hanging them outside to dry, though. Folding them over the clothesline exactly in half. Clipping them with 3 clothespins, one exactly in the middle. Hearing them blow in the wind, the sun baking them dry. And I miss the smell. Fabric softeners can never match it. Summer breeze, fresh spring, artificial scents. And taking them off the line, crisp and sun-dried, there is no other sensation. Slightly warm, but slightly cool. Putting them back on the bed, exactly in the middle. Folding the top over just enough to cover your shoulders on cool nights. Sheets, freshly washed, hung outdoors, made me feel peaceful, happy, and safe.
I don't use dating sites. I prefer for things to happen organically. Like, take this past Saturday. I was coming back from a political rally when my phone rang, so I pulled over into a parking lot to take the call. It was my sister. I told her that I had stopped at the Hot Socks laundromat, and that I really did not have time, but of course she kept talking. And then I saw him. Mr. Gorgeous, carrying his laundry. He stopped. He nodded and winked at me and then went inside. And that could only mean one thing, right? So I told my sister, I'll be right over. She only lives a couple blocks away, but she was super confused when I drove up. She was all like, what? And I was just like, look, I need your dirty laundry and quarters now. By the time I got back to Hot Socks, Mr. G was already putting his clothes in the dryer. I see his t-shirts. So far, so good. But then these super cutesy little girly girl t-shirts. Like, I mean, what is this chick? Like a size 2? I turned my head. I slammed my sister's stupid PJs into a washer. But then he speaks. Excuse me, he says. I saw you in the parking lot. I look up. My heart is pounding. You have a political poster hanging out of your car door. The face is all torn up. I can't tell if you're for or against. He laughs. I laugh, but I know Mr. Gorgeous is taken, so. Oh well. At least my sister got some clean laundry out of the deal. And as for me, I'm coming back on Wednesday. The Hot Socks laundromat. Way better than a dating site.
When my mother moved to a Lakeview, I started doing her laundry. Oh, I know. That is a service provided by the nursing home. Lord knows we paid enough. Why? I don't know. It just made me feel close to her, that I could be of some service, that I wouldn't have to feel so guilty because I couldn't take care of her. So every week I would go by on Monday, pick up the hamper, and
then on Friday, I would return with a basket of her PJs, underwear, slacks, all neatly folded, and her favorite blouses in a rainbow of colors to hang in that tiny closet. We wouldn't talk much. Sometimes she didn't even know me. But she knew her clothes. Sometimes she would pick up a familiar item and remember when she had played bridge with her friends or danced with my dad, colored with a grandchild. I found some of her old sweatshirts that she had worn at a time when she was a supporter of the Jayhawks. I did them up and had them in the basket, took them over there. I was putting things away when she wheeled over and grabbed a sweatshirt. Rock, chop, Jayhawk. She may have not known me, but she was still a Jayhawk fan. There was something so personal about the process. Treating the stains, making sure I used Downy fabric softener, her favorite, matching socks. Socks. Mom always made sure that we kids only had one color of socks, so you didn't have to match them. If one went AWOL, there was always a new partner to be paired with it. Who knew so many memories could be buried in the hamper? On the Friday before she died, when her memory had disappeared and her body remained in defiance of death, I washed her pillowcase and put it on a rack outside to dry. I remember that day with its gentle sun and the smell of April in the air. It seemed ironic that her pillowcase could capture the promise of lilacs and the waking earth while she remained locked somewhere in time. I took the pillowcase on my next visit. The aide and I dressed her pillow, and as she lay her head on it, she grasped my arm. Her eyes were bright and connected. They say that smell is the last sense to go, and that must be true because my mother knew me when she said, "Bertie, thank you for bringing me spring." That was the last time I did her laundry.
Hope you enjoyed those. We enjoyed putting them together. I'm assuming our writers enjoyed writing them and that our performers and actors enjoyed acting for them. Want to thank everyone who participated this week and were forced to participate maybe. Thank you to the writers and our actors, to Sherry and Jennifer and Aaron for being our readers, and Chris LaCour for being our editor. Next week, we have Chaos/Editors Playground monologues. Those, I just wrote October. I didn't write down the date. Take today's date and add 7. I can't do it right now because I don't know what today's date is. It's not exactly, today's Sunday. I think it's the 4th. So tomorrow's the 5th. I can't talk and do math at the same time. You know, it'll be Monday. Chaos Editors Playground, which I think that my stream of conscious just then was a great chaotic representation. So maybe I did that on purpose. Right now we are accepting scripts for the theme of regret. Like, I may regret having shown you just how much laundry I do not stay on top of here in my own house. # don't judge. those regret scripts are due midnight, October 9th. I did write that date down. If you have something that you would like to submit for writing for those, for regret, or if you are interested in being an actor, please send an email to mmm@bellroadbarn.org. Thank you so much for joining us this week.